free agent who we are led to believe might be having a medical right now ahead of becoming Marco Silva's third major signing of the summer. Now, Burnley have managed 3 major signings in just the last 48 hours. They've got a Europa League deadline day game in Istanbul, but might not be finished shopping quite yet, though, because Yannick Bolasie is being linked with a 15 to 20 million pound move to Turf Moor. He only scored 2 Premier League goals in 2 years with Everton, had one very major knee injury in that time, of course, and Crystal Palace is said to be keen on a reunion with him, while Joe Rodriguez is very keen, we're led to believe, on a reunion with his boyhood club, and there's talk of an 18 million pound bid coming in from Burnley to West Brom very soon. Now, elsewhere, Brighton have been one of our busiest clubs this summer. 8 new signings ahead of their second season in the Premier League. One of them, though, is heading out on loan. Percy Tau, the South Africa Player of the Year, looks like he is going to the Belgian club owned by their chairman, Tony Bloom. This is all to help him work through work permit restrictions. And finally, with Bournemouth breaking their transfer record with Jefferson Lerma in the last 24 hours to strengthen the midfield, it looks very much like Harry Arter's time at the Vitality Stadium is over.
Paul will be bringing us all the important transfer news over the next 23 hours or so. We won't be letting him go anywhere. Now, Fulham are back in the Premier League this season after a 4-year absence, and their captain, Tom Kearney, admits that their opening game feels like a cup final.
Emma Saunders is at Craven Cottage for us with the latest. The board has certainly backed manager Slavisa Jokanovic to ensure they can stay there, Emma.
Yes, Fulham spending with intent on their return to the Premier League. 7 signings so far, and some big names bringing Premier League experience. They've strengthened their strike force with the likes of Andre Schürrle and Aleksandar Mitrovic. And Alfie Mawson and Callum Chambers are giving options in the back line. But perhaps their most anticipated addition comes in a man that's new to the Premier League, Jean-Michel Seri. The club beat the likes of Chelsea and Barcelona to sign the Nice midfielder, and club captain Tom Kearney says he's excited to be playing alongside him.
I feel like you need competition for places. I feel like he's definitely improved the team, improved the squad. He's got really good quality, and I think he was quite sought after. So I think we're lucky to have him here. And yeah, if he plays, I'm sure he'll do a great job.
So a busy transfer window does have Fulham looking largely ready for their season opener on Saturday against Crystal Palace. But the manager Slavisa Jokanovic says he does still need reinforcements across the pitch, including in the back line. The club understood to still be chasing Southampton's Matt Targett after a successful loan stint here in the second half of last season. So potentially a busy day at Craven Cottage tomorrow.
Yeah, and a big game for them on Saturday. Thanks very much, Emma. Well, less than 24 hours until the transfer window closes, and perhaps it's West Ham who've had the most productive window so far.
Only Liverpool have spent more on signings this summer, and new boy Jack Wilshere says he can't wait to get started this weekend. Danny Jameson's report contains flash photography now.
It's probably fair to say that last season didn't exactly go to plan for West Ham. But 3 months on, and pre-season optimism abounds at London Stadium, Jack Wilshere, one of a raft of exciting new signings, attracted to East London by their new title-winning manager, Manuel Pellegrini.
A big reason that I joined, because he was coming. You know, I spoke to him about his plans and where he wants to take this club, and it's something to be part of.
With Pellegrini and significant investment in the playing squad, when the opportunity came up to swap red and white for claret and blue, Wilshere didn't need to be asked twice.
It was made easy for me. The lads, there's a great group of lads. You know, there's a new manager and there's a lot of new players as well. So, you know, it's been a time for change for West Ham, and you know, we're all excited to be part of it.
Supporters are understandably eager to see their new signings in action here. That tends to be what happens when you break your transfer record for a £36 million Brazilian playmaker in the shape of Felipe Anderson. That enthusiasm has even spread to Wilshere and the rest of the first team squad.
Yeah, we can't wait. Everyone at the club, you know, it's been a good pre-season. Pre-season we needed because the manager, you know, new manager, new players, everyone has to get used to each other, and we've done that. We've still got a few more days of hard training before the weekend, so we're going to be ready when it comes.
They better be ready too. West Ham travel to Bogey Ground Anfield on Sunday. It's 1 win there in 45 top-flight trips. Danny Jameson, Premier League News.
That's it from us. Thank you very much for watching. It's a busy day tomorrow.
It certainly is, to say the least. Special transfer shows to look forward to.
Well, Chelsea are hoping to complete some of their huge deals. Real Madrid midfielder Mateo Kovacic could have a medical in the next few hours, with Thibaut Courtois' move in the opposite direction set to be confirmed on Thursday.
Courtois' replacement is likely to be Kepa Arrizabalaga. His £71 million release clause has been met. The figure will be